Hey everyone, gather round because I've got a story that perfectly sums up why you should never mess with your neighbor's parking spot. Let me tell you about how I dealt with my neighbor Lisa, who thought she could keep parking in my designated space. Spoiler alert, she learned her lesson. One of the perks of my new apartment was having my own assigned parking spot, number 42, right near the entrance. It was super convenient, especially after long days at work. Enter Lisa, my next-door neighbor. She seemed nice enough, a woman in her early 30s with a friendly smile and a shiny blue SUV. Then, about 2 weeks after I moved in, I came home one evening to find her SUV parked in my spot. I thought, maybe it's a one-time thing. So I let it slide and parked in a visitor spot a bit further away. No big deal. But the next day it happened again, and then again. By the fourth time, I decided to leave a polite note on her windshield. Hi there. Just a friendly reminder that spot 42 is assigned to me. Could you please park in your designated spot? Thanks so much. Boy, was I wrong. The following day, not only was her car still in my spot, but she'd crumpled up my note and left it under her wiper blade for me to see. I decided to knock on her door to have a friendly chat. She opened the door, and before I could say anything, she said, "Oh, it's you. What do you want?" Her tone was icy. "Hi, Lisa. I just wanted to talk about the parking situation. It seems you've been parking in spot 42, which is actually assigned to me." She rolled her eyes and said, "Well, my spot is too far from my apartment, and I think it's unfair. Besides, you've been here for like 5 minutes. What's the big deal?" She huffed and closed the door in my face. Okay, if she wanted to play it that way, fine. That's when I decided to give her a taste of her own medicine. I knew which spot was hers, number 51, a bit further down the lot. Starting the next day, I began parking in her spot every single day. It was a bit of a walk, but it was worth it. On the second day of this, I found a note on my windshield. "Stop parking in my spot." I smiled to myself and kept up the routine. A few days later, there was a knock on my door. It was Lisa, looking flustered. "Why are you parking in my spot?" she demanded. I gave her my most innocent look. "Oh, Lisa, I thought since you were using my spot, we could swap. I didn't think you'd mind." She blushed, clearly realizing she was caught. "Well, I suppose I can park in my own spot from now on." I smiled warmly. "That would be great. Then we can both park where we're supposed to." From that day forward, Lisa stopped parking in my spot. Every time I pulled into space 42 and saw her blue SUV parked down in spot 51, I felt a small surge of victory. It wasn't about being petty. It was about standing up for myself and following the rules. So that's how I handled my parking spot thief of a neighbor. Remember, folks, respect your neighbors and they'll respect you back.